Hey, good evening, YouTubers, viewers, and Dead or Life fans, and fighting game fans in general. This is Juri Han 7, once again from obviously YouTube and as well as ps3trophies.org. Um, Now, first and foremost, I'm making this video to uh, most importantly, like, make an announcement to players who were interested in my method of obviously clearing Soraya mode and their life 5, obviously, Wiki Fang, of course, and my method and strategy. Um, I'm proud to announce that my strategy guide is posted on the main website where I belong to or am from, which is obviously ps3trophies.org, which I will gladly will post the link on the description section of this video shortly after this video is uploaded. I'm gonna say it's not completely finished as of I am filming this video, but it's pretty much finished in terms of pretty much like all the information, the written part or the reading section. But we're just trying to finish up with me and my friend Kagera Senmaru, or Cage for short, which he is known on YouTube as Kokoro Master. Me and him are working a bit in a short timer of free time that we have as soon as possible to finish up the guide, hopefully, and make it look nice with nice banners, or graphic banners to make it more accessible and easy to find sections, and also make it look a bit nice and flashy, or professional, presentable, put it that way. um, so yeah, I mean, that was mostly the important information I had to all my followers regarding the Li Fang method for Soraya mode. And once again, if you try my method or attempt, I wish all you players out there that are gonna try my method or trying it as of as I am filming this video, uh, the best of luck. Don't try to give up that easily, and keep going if you can. You'll probably eventually catch up. On a side note, I actually ordered a PVR, but I actually had a problem with my order. I apparently had a really stupid problem with my order. It was supposed to be like a PVR Gaming Edition Plus, and instead, for some reason, even though the box looked sealed and factory sealed and stuff, or brand new, when I opened the box, I actually got instead I got the PVR Edition 2, which is actually the one some of you PVR users probably are aware of, that it's obviously the blue colored glowing one instead of the green one. So yeah, and it turns out that it was no good. I mean, I installed the drivers and the software that was included in the CD, and it didn't work. I actually got it to work a bit and played around with it by downloading the Hapagi, or where the company's name is, from the main website. But at the same time, I wasn't going to keep it because, first of all, that was not what I ordered, and second of all, maybe the other drivers or software might be useful for me in the future. So that was a no-go. I had to return it, and now I'm waiting for it to arrive at the store, and then hopefully reorder it, and hopefully I'll get it. I'll get the correct one the next time I shop for it, so I can start actually recording better footage or capture from my video channel. And hopefully I'll be kind enough to make a complete survival clearance on Legend, hopefully when I get my PVR, and I'll post it here, because that's why I wanted to show all my followers or viewers how good I am in how my guide is applied. That being said, I also would like to give you useful tips regarding the guide. Um, like I meant, first I'm gonna start explaining the 1PK, or something important. Like I mentioned before, or as a reminder, pretty much you can defeat any opponent with the 1PK. You know, except for Mila and Lisa, which you have to mix it up a bit. Obviously, because if you keep abusing it, they seem to be the exceptional AI opponents that actually adapt to your strategy. So I suggest you just remember yourself and remind yourself every time you fight Mila or Lisa to land the most like 4 or 3 1PK charge attacks of Li Fang. And also, if you can, try to get them in the wall impact or the wall trap, And then from there, just try to mix it up with the shakeout combos, which I teach to you, or I explain to you in the guide. And maybe the tutorial videos previously on my friend's channel, which is Kokoro Master channel. Another side note I would like to say or point out is that the 1PK does not work if upon after a wall impact the opponent does, you're just one step away from them at close range, which is right here, which is up close mostly. So let me show you an example. So you can't do it, it misses. Oh, that one, it didn't miss for some reason. Well, sometimes you won't get it, but I suggest you don't take your chances, because if you miss with the 1PK, what's gonna happen is that the opponent will get up fast, and you won't have time to respace or rezone yourself on time at a safe distance, which is what you don't want to do. You want to always rezone yourself and respace yourself as much as possible while the opponent is recovering, to stay a bit safe from intense pressure or getting hit by attacks. Mostly that's the strategy, pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much. I would say that for your options, I suggest changing your thing to get the extra bonus damage, because you don't want to miss the bonus wall damage as much as possible, regardless. So what I do is I either go after the 1-pack if I'm too close and I doubt that my 1PK can hit as a follow-up to the wall trap. I actually substituted for punch down kick, which is for the original number readers, it's punch 2 and then kick like this. It doesn't do as much as damage, but at least you get like a pretty decent amount of damage, and then you can backspace yourself again, or rezone yourself. Or you can try this one, but don't go for the last one, because the last one doesn't hit. This one won't hit if it's during a wall impact. Only the first 2 strikes will hit, and then just like reposition yourself for backspace, backdash, do whatever to reposition yourself to a good distance, like right about here. This is a good one. And speaking of good spacing and rezoning, I want to correct something. I believe I said something about I might say in my tutorial videos previously, that for some opponents like 2.5 steps away, or maybe a bit more, further might be good. But I, as a player that played and cleared survival mode once again on with the patch update, obviously applied the latest patch update, I would like to change the subject and warn players, especially for non-experienced players in DOA or less experienced, and players who have little to no experience in survival mode, that I suggest the minimum space be 3 steps away or more. Do not go for 2.5 steps or from there. Ignore the 2.5 steps I mentioned. It's too risky, and for less skilled players that don't know what they're doing for the time being, you're gonna get creamed or punished a lot, and you'll be in big trouble. You don't want that to happen. So that being said, ignore the fact that I ever said in any character on my old tutorials on Kokoro Master's channel, me mentioning any opponent approaching from 2.5 steps away or more away from them. 2.5 steps is way too risky for casual players and so on and so on. I only recommend it if you're gonna go for maybe a mix-up for close combat. Usually for opponents like Mila or Lisa, we have to mix it up a bit to close range to get them in the juggle or give strings or try to get them into combos to finish them off. But otherwise, 2.5 steps is way too risky. I will only recommend that thing if you want to change it up a bit to close range and you have decent life. Otherwise, ignore it 2.5 steps away from the opponent and you'll be fine. Stick to 3 steps away or more away from them as your minimum safety zone or safety space from them. Once again, for players, just go over how I measure steps steps away. Alright, so I like labeling close range right next to the opponent as 1 step away, believe it or not. So this is 1 step away, this is 2 steps, this is around 3 steps, and right here this is like 3 steps away. I mean 3.5 right here. This is about 3.5. This is pretty good. And this is about 4 steps away. This is probably the best space position you could possibly get from any opponent when you're up against. But the only problem I will say is that trying to hit nothing but air like that, if you're gonna use 4 steps away from them as the most safest distance or zoning position you can be from them, it's a good option. But again, try not. We're going for the charge attack or the bait. I suggest you try not to release it until you see the opponent closing in on you, and because what's gonna happen is you're gonna hit nothing but air, which is bad. So what you want to do is you want to at least make the opponent block at least, or get hit by it. The worst that can happen is maybe get countered if you're not skilled enough or not able to read counters animations at the time. But the counter isn't that bad as it would be if they were able to take advantage of punishing you upon being unsafe from missing the attack, obviously. And some of the opponents will take advantage of that opening that you expose yourself to by missing the attack, and you don't want that to happen. So please try not to make that mistake of missing with 1 PK as much as possible. You can do it like 1 or 2 mistakes with it, but after that try to avoid as much as possible or entirely. The other thing I will say, the other helpful thing I will say is when you're doing like a shake off combo or a juggle, as I mentioned a bit, or you're fighting Lisa or Mila and mixing up a bit with the close range combos, it's a good idea to not finish your juggle. If you know your opponent is not gonna, it's gonna do a wall impact, a danger wall impact with the juggle. The reason why I say that is because if you do like a wall impact with the latest patch with the juggle, it seems to have like the juggle, the fact that the juggle does the wall impact to the opponent, it seems to have like some sort of priority or principle that it doesn't allow for some reason to do follow-up attacks. So you can't no matter what I do, or from my experience, whenever what I tried, if I do like a juggle wall impact, I can't follow up after the wall impact has been done. And let me show you an example. Never mind, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. But let me see if I can show you this example. Oh my god. This is not good. See, as you can see, Zach, I wasn't able to hit Zach on the wall after he did the wall impact with the first kick of that. And what's going to happen is that for less skilled players or experienced, that's going to shorten your timer you have to rezone or reposition yourself away from the opponent, which is what you want to do. You don't want to avoid that or give that chance away. You want to rezone yourself, or reposition yourself as much as possible while the enemy is on the ground recovering and getting up, right? So, don't reduce your timer as much as possible. Make sure that you have enough time to rezone or reposition yourself after the enemy is down and recovering, and while he's getting up, he or she is getting up, and you'll be fine. You learn how to rezone or respace yourself properly each time. Now let me try it again. If you know that the last hit, or the second to last hit will hit, then it's okay to finish your juggle. Otherwise, don't finish your juggle if you know it's going to do a wall impact, because the last hit won't hit or connect. Yeah, I'm trying to get this in here. I'm sorry, players, I'm trying to show you this, but apparently Zach has gave me a hard time. Let me see if I can do it. See, I wasn't able to connect. So, like I said, what you want to do is, when you finish like this, I'm not going to do it to the wall because it's going to take forever. So, finish it like this. And don't use the last kick, Finish it like that, alright? And then you have extra time or decent time to respace or rezone yourself. And you won't have to worry about shortening your timer to rezone or represent yourself, because the last move won't hit. Just be aware of that priority. See, like that, and then back away like that, and then you'll be good. Plenty of time for you to rezone or reposition yourself at a good safe distance, or the best safety distance you can get from them. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it that I have to say or go over a bit. Yeah, I mean, that should be pretty much it that I had to cover regarding the guy. And as a reminder for people who don't know, Ceramo, it takes a lot of practice. It's not something that I could probably share with you, or other people can share with you how they do it. Sometimes, although I don't believe in luck in this, but yeah, maybe sometimes luck may play an important role, no matter how skilled or good you are in surround mode. I mean, I got my butt kicked in surround mode a lot of times, regardless of my knowledge. I guess I'm having a bad day, or I can't maintain my high focus on it. But that being said, like I said, you gotta keep on practicing, keep going at it. Eventually, you'll be able to concentrate and focus throughout the entire 100 fights. Otherwise, one small non-focus moment, or a moment when you lose your core and your focus entirely, or defocus, it's all going down the drain for you. you must maintain your high focus mostly every time you face the number 7th opponent through the 9th number of air opponent. For example, opponent 7th, 8th, and 9th, 17, 18, 19, and then maybe 77, 78, 79, and maybe, yeah, 87, 88, 89, and maybe 97, 98, and 99. Those are the most aggressive opponents you ever face in survival. So every time you reach these numbers, pause your game, make sure that you're able to concentrate throughout the entire fights of those 3 opponents. Because these ones are the ones that are going to start putting up a bit of a challenge more than the previous number of opponents before, and they get a bit tougher, aggressive, and they start playing a bit smart. But if you maintain your focus and you keep your cool, you maintain high intense focus, you know what to do, you know what you're doing, you should be able to deal with them without further problem. If you maintain your focus once again throughout the entire fight, don't lose your cool or anything, and practice doing this. It won't be easy the first time, but once again, practice it, you eventually get it through your head. Well, that's pretty much it. Once again, thank you viewers for watching, and once again, I'm gonna say it again that my guide should be, the link of my guide should be up there, and I hope you enjoy my written guide as well as my tutorial videos I have made for you, because I honestly care about some of you players competing survival mode just like me, and I love sharing my knowledge and helping other players that struggle with this mode, which again, I would say Dead or Alive survival happens to be one of my favorite modes ever, and I always aim to at least get 100 wins one time on each installment of DOA I ever own or get my hands on, mostly on consoles. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Once again, I hope I have helped a couple of people out there, and I appreciate that you try to apply my methods or my guides into you, or are interested, and it really means a lot to me. And hopefully there will be more videos on survival mode in the near future, and when Dead or Alive Ultimate comes out, Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, I can reassure you that there will be more videos or helpful tutorial videos on survival mode related from my channel or myself. If it's not on my channel, it's going to be on my friend's channel, which once again is Kokoro Master on YouTube, which he goes by Kagera Simaro. I think that's how I pronounce his name. Short, he likes to be called Cage for short. But anyway, it's all viewers. I sincerely hope this has been a helpful video once again by yours truly, Juri Han 7 from YouTube and ps3trophies.org. Well, it's been a pleasure once again, and farewell for now, and there'll be more videos hopefully whenever I have the time, or I am able to, or get my PBR in general. Hopefully the next order is going to be perfect, it's not going to be screwed up and I get the wrong model of the PBR. Well, once again, players, thanks so much, and this is once again Juri Han signing out. Take care everyone, and I'll see you soon hopefully. Bye.